We tried to look for a supercharger downtown before. We couldn't find it. Now we're trying it again because we need juice. We were cheap, so
Stay on the right.
we didn't want to charge the car at home to save money on electricity because this is a loaner. So now we're looking for a supercharging station that we don't know. We don't exactly know. I'm assuming it's gonna be in here.
It's going.
Yeah, let's go in here. Got downtown public parking. Okay.
Wait, it costs money though.
On December 2019, we made an appointment to get our Tesla Model 3 retrofitted with a new chip, aka Hardware 3.0, to support future full self-driving. We were told that it was not the time for our Model 3 to upgrade, so Tesla asked us to check back a month later. We then made an appointment for January 2020 and was told that the new chip is currently only available for the Model S and X. We were somewhat depressed for not being the first few to experience the latest and greatest of what Tesla has to offer. Fortunately, we heard that someone with a Model 3 who was able to get in front of the queue for Hardware 3.0 on her service day, since Tesla did not want her to make another trip for the upgrade. That gave us an idea. Since we have had many problems with the Model 3, the biggest one is the cracking sounds from the dashboard. We made our third appointment, but this time for a defect service rather than asking for an upgrade. It worked. We received a phone call the night before to remind us of our service, but the best news was that they told us that they will retrofit our Model 3 with a new chip. We were ecstatic. Our plan works. So today's tip: schedule for a service if you want your Tesla to get upgraded to Hardware 3.0. Luck was on our side again when Tesla told us that they have a Tesla loaner since our Model 3 has to be in the shop for a couple days. This may seem normal to others, but we never had a Tesla loaner before. Tesla usually send us to Enterprise for a luxury rental, but luxury with Enterprise means beat-up minivan or Hyundai Elantra that comes with a smell. It's hard to describe, but if I had to give it a go, it was like sweat on poo. This gives us a chance to do a comparison between the Model S and our Model 3. As for exterior, we will only compare the door handles, as all Tesla exteriors are distinctively sexy. It's what inside that counts, and that is especially true with Tesla and their large touchscreen and frequent software updates. The door handles on the Model S automatically exposed when near. This is a neat feature compared to the skinned down Model 3. However, the Model 3 door handle is slimmer, making it blend into the car better. This is the 2013 rear-wheel drive Model S with a sunroof. We still don't know what is the difference between the sunroof and the moonroof. We will assume that in the day it is called sunroof, by nightfall, moonroof. As soon as we sit in the Model S, we found that it's quite spacious compared to our Model 3. This is due to the screen being wedged inside the dashboard, and there is this empty space between the driver and the passenger. I love this space. I am an EDC guy, and therefore my backpack goes everywhere with me. Having the ability to have my backpack next to me is a bonus, as I can get anything I need easily while driving. Plus, I just love bags. Usually I would put my backpack in the passenger seat, but most of the time, she who must not be named is there. Guess I can't have everything, unless I'm in the Model S. The screen is mounted vertically instead of horizontally like in the Model 3. This saves space but loses on aesthetic. By wedging it into the dashboard, it introduces defined bezels. It does take time to get used to, as the bottom of the screen is far too down compared to the Model 3. We find ourselves having to look further down to manipulate the bottom controls, which is all the time as the Tesla UI is bottom menu centric. This will not be a big deal, as we will have an updated UI where the menu tabs are left aligned as seen in the Cybertruck. The Model 3 is minimal and therefore futuristic, while the Model S is not. However, the instrument cluster is quite handy. We do not mind having one in the Model 3. The speedometer makes it look like you are on a bridge of a USS Enterprise. The map overview is a nice addition, as you can actually see turns before it shows up on a 17-inch touchscreen. This is a nice touch, as when navigating, the center touchscreen strangely does not show the whole navigation, even though it is a bigger screen. By having the maps in the middle of where you are sitting is extremely convenient. Even though the Model 3 is all about minimalist design, we wouldn't mind having another screen pops out behind the steering wheel of the Model 3. It has been rumored that the Model S and X will follow the design of the Model 3. Hopefully we will see the S and X with the innovative Model 3 AC vent. On the Model 3, you can see one panel for the AC across the dashboard. Most people will not even notice it, as it is well blended in. Not to mention the UI to control the AC is beautifully designed and will always wow your friends and family. This really set the Model 3 apart from the S, or any cars. Vents on cars have not been reinvented since cars were cars. Also, cars with traditional vent make the interior look cluttered. We think when Tesla designed a Model 3 interior, the first thing they had to go to achieve the minimalist interior was to combine 4 vents into one. To be fair, the Model S interior may not look minimal or futuristic, but it does look good. You cannot go wrong with any selfies once you are in a Tesla Model S or any Tesla. The wood trim is elegant, more wood than the Model 3 and I combined. The lines separating between the wood trim and the cream panels are exquisite. We felt like we are in an expensive store like Burberry. The interior door handles is an artwork, like the curvature of Kate Winslet in Titanic. Oh Jack, draw me like one of your French sluts. It's girls. Oh sorry, draw me like one of your girl slut. The dashboard on the Model S is messy. With line stitching reminds us of Frankenstein, the monster and not the doctor. There are no door pockets in the Model S 2013 version. This means that unlike the Model 3, the Model S only has 2 cup holders in the front and that reside at the armrest. The rear windows is much smaller to see out than the Model 3. And this is bad as the Model 3 has many blind spots, such as the large A-pillars. It's upsetting to see that after 5 years, Tesla still have not figured out their blind spots solution. The Model S is a hatchback, meaning that the trunk opened up with the rear window, providing a spacious rear end. We thought that our Model 3 was a hatchback due to the shape of the rear, but as it turns out, it is not. If you are wondering why we didn't know about the Model 3 not being a hatchback, well, it is because we flooded our previous car and we really needed another car and didn't do much research into the Model 3. We just wanted the latest and greatest electric car that is also a Tesla. Seems vain because we are. If people tell you looks do not matter or money does not buy you happiness, it is because they already have it. The one biggest downfall of the Model S is the key fob. Yes, I know. How can this be a downfall or anything negative at all? But hear me out. Unlike the Model 3, you can have a choice of either the key fob or the card key or both. With the Model S, you have to lug around a key fob in case your phone ran out of battery. We prefer having a card key since we have to carry around credit cards anyway. This is what I carry every day. 5 cards and a OnePlus 6T. If we could input our work badge, credit cards and ID into our phone, we will only need to carry a phone from then on. Look at what we are carrying every day when we are outside of the house. Look at your wallets and how thick it is. It all seems unnecessary. I used to lug around keys like I was a prison guard. Now, our garage and house door automatically open when our Model 3 and OnePlus 6T are near, resulting in no keys carried. You can open your garage from the Tesla app by clicking on the home link button in controls. This is useful when you are getting out of the house to shovel snow and wanted to close the garage for extra security. The 12-volt port is front exposed, great for adding an Echo Dot. You can see our Echo Dot installation in the Model 3 by clicking on the link top right. The empty space in the center is a bonus to keep both things you love accessible at the same time, your everyday carry backpack and your girl. The interior of the Model S is more luxurious than the Model 3 with their curves and choice of materials. The instrument cluster is beautiful, if only they mount it to make it seem like it's floating like the Model 3 touchscreen. The door handles are the future. You cannot have a futuristic car without retractable door handles. We think all sedans should be hatchback for easy in and out and have bigger trunk in general. The Model 3 is already looking like a hatchback, but unfortunately, not. Interior is clutter, from extra stitching on the dashboard to multiple exposed AC vents. Bulging bezel on the 17-inch touchscreen remind us of the Palm Pilot days. Large A-pillars and small rear window view makes the Model S feel small, even though it is bigger and longer than the Model 3. Spacious interior, but overall too big for a sedan. The length of a car alone will be harder to park in many smaller countries, and is a tight fit in an average garage. No dedicated charging station, unlike the Model 3, which can be upgraded to accommodate wireless charging. No card key. We do like the fob, but after a while, it's more of a nuisance, dragging along another item. Tesla took what they have learned from the Model S and X and improve it in the Model 3 lineup. By removing unnecessary buttons on the steering wheel to mounting the touchscreen to make it seem like it's floating, have set the Model 3 ahead of the lineup. However, this is only our opinions, as many do not care for the minimal design. One thing we know for sure is that every time we think of the future, we think of 2 things: minimal futuristic or dystopian, but that's where the Cybertruck comes in. And of course, we put an order for that also. If speed is your thing, then get an S. But be honest, how many times does speed matters when you are on your daily commute autopiloting through traffics? Unless you are on a track, when was the last time you actually used all of what the S has to offer? No matter what version of Tesla you decide to get, a Tesla is a Tesla. They are beautiful inside and out. Remember, most of us are not ugly. We are just poor.
So we just picked up our Model 3 from service, and it takes like 30 minutes for it to calibrate the cameras. Before, even when it hasn't calibrated yet, we see traffic cones already. But before it gets calibrated, you will not see cars next to you. So that's one thing, that it's not broken. It just needs to be calibrated until you see the cars surrounding you. So that's the thing that we're gonna see with this new computer, new chip, is the traffic light, the stop sign, the trash can, and the traffic cones. I think that's all that I could think of. Maybe there's more. If I do see it, I'll report back.